What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha. And I'd like to thank Seb. After I reacted to Move to Memphis, a number of people commented that they enjoy the version on the album, Memorial Beach, but they actually prefer the single version, which came out earlier. And so Seb sent me the single version, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back and listen to it. I now understand that Paul has lived in the US. I think his wife is American, so I understand now this song having more to do with his sort of surroundings in his life than the other guys. But yeah, ultimately, I did very much enjoy the studio version, so I'm interested to hear a version that has captured people's attention a little bit more from what it seems. So let's get straight to it. This is Aha, Move to Memphis, the single version from the era of their 1993 album Memorial Beach. Nevertheless, I do see why that one is a more powerful and memorable version than the one on the album. It is, an interesting thing. As listening to a number of different groups over the last several months that I'm not, or that I was only like very slightly familiar with before doing the deep dives. It is interesting as I go through these different albums, and it seems like sometimes the label like picks a single that either the band disagrees with or like that doesn't maybe represent the album in the best way. So I've come to think more about the process of choosing singles and trying to entice an audience to be interested in a full album. As someone who spent many years listening to like techno and punk rock, where like there are punk rock singles and like EPs, like 7 inches. This does exist in that world. Whereas like techno, it's like primarily comprised of like EPs, and it's rare when someone puts out a full album. Not unheard of. People do put out like proper albums of techno, but yeah, it's just a really interesting thing to me as we go through the catalog. In this case of Aha. And think about not only which songs are chosen as singles, but which versions of a track end up on the album, and whether that was more the band's choice or whether that was the label thinking that a different version would be better. So yeah, it's an interesting process to me, which I haven't spent as much time thinking about as clearly many people have. Because someone was just commenting about Duran, and they were saying like, it seems like whoever chooses the singles for the albums like secretly doesn't want their albums to be successful, because sometimes like they pick the wrong tracks like clearly. So it's interesting as I go through Aha's material and thinking about the singles, and in this case like a different version of a track that was on the album Memorial Beach. So again, I do get though why this version was made more of an impression on people. Let me know if you do think the same, or if I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was a single person who said they actually preferred the album version. But it's interesting because over a long enough timeline, even people that love a group to the same level will inevitably take different opinions about various versions or remixes or just the songs themselves. So do let me know what you think of the tune. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.